If you're anything like me, you do not have the time to add another thing to your routine. Between working full-time, your morning skincare routine, your nighttime skincare routine, your gym routine, meal prepping, and trying to get 8 hours of sleep while still maintaining your social life, there's no time to add anything else. But if you want to work on your pelvic health without making it complicated and adding another hour or another routine into your daily schedule, then this video is for you. My name's Christine. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I specialize in pelvic health. And I want to show you how you can add pelvic health, healthy habits into your daily life without it being super complicated. I have a list with me and we're going to go over it. So there's 5 steps to this and they're all pretty simple. They just take some intention. The first one you should already be doing, and if not, this is the number one thing for your skin, for your brain health, for your physical health, for your mental health, and for your pelvic health. And that is sleep. Women, we need 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and you need restful, uninterrupted sleep. Some things I do to help with my sleep habits are making sure that 30 minutes before bed, I have the same routine. So I start my hair oiling, I start my skincare prep, I read a book, my phone is already on the charger, I'm trying not to use it 30 minutes before bed, and I'm not watching anything new or stimulating because that will keep our brain up and awake. So my husband loves to watch TV while we're in bed, and I am not used to that. But the only reason I'm okay with it happening is because we put on a show that we both already know, and so our brain is not constantly on trying to figure out what's happening. And there's actual research on this. So if it's a show you've already seen 100 times, like Friends or The Office, totally okay to have on if you need that background noise. The second habit is food. So nutrition plays a huge role in our pelvic health, which shouldn't be shocking. If you're eating super processed foods, super inflammatory foods, a lot of sugar, it's going to impact your pelvic health. It'll impact your bladder, it'll impact your bowel movements, and if you're experiencing pain, it will cause increased inflammation, which will make the pain worse. So meal prepping ahead, what I have been doing is coming up with a schedule for our meals. So I know, okay, this is the breakfast food I'm gonna have this week. This is what I'm gonna have for lunch. Dinner, me and my husband come up with it together. Some days I have planned, some days I just randomly choose something, but I try to have an idea of what we're gonna eat. I'm very lucky where I work 2 days on, then I'm off, then I work 2 days again. So I meal prep my breakfast and my lunch for Monday, Tuesday, on Sunday. Then on Wednesday, I meal prep my breakfast and my lunch for the next 2 days. And that way I go to work, I already have a breakfast with me, I already have a lunch with me. I don't have to guess what I'm gonna eat or settle for something that might not be healthy. Now I know it can be very time consuming. So if you need healthy ideas or recipes, I've been trying to upload more videos like that. I have one so far and I'm working on another one. But my suggestion, if you really cannot do it due to time restraints, there are 2 things I've done. I've gone to Whole Foods and gotten a rotisserie chicken and an already made salad, and that has been my lunch. So easy. You really don't have to do anything except assemble it into to-go containers. 2, it's a little bit more costly, but it gives you more diversity, is to order food from a meal prep service. I use a local meal prep service around us the weeks where I know I'm not gonna have time to cook or even grocery shop and do all that. The one I use is in the San Fernando Valley. It's called Fitlicious. I'll link them down below if you're in the area. They're honestly pretty good, very clean, and there's a lot of options there. But lately, I've just been making chicken and salad, or chicken and some veggies and sweet potato, prepping it in bulk and just having it throughout my week. And for breakfast, I usually have some eggs and a little bit of rice, and that's my breakfast. I have been trying to do Greek yogurt with fruit this week, and it's actually pretty good. Not as filling as the eggs, but I'm also curious if I'm just not used to it yet, and I'm so used to having my eggs, so now I'm like, yogurt, it doesn't feel like a real meal, but it's pretty good. So some ideas, and much easier to prep than the eggs. My third tip is adding mindfulness. So our pelvic health and our mental health go hand in hand. I cannot tell you how many times I've had patients who have a flare-up and they're like, I don't know what happened. I am still exercising the same, doing this the same, doing that the same. This came out of nowhere. And then we look back on what's been going on in their lives and their stress levels have significantly increased. So stress can really contribute to pelvic floor dysfunction. It can increase pain, it can cause urinary incontinence, constipation, diarrhea, which can lead to fecal incontinence. And so if you are stressed, managing that with a mental health therapist is really, really important. And I cannot emphasize that enough. However, if you feel like, I don't need a mental health therapist right now, I'm okay, I'm just a little bit more stressed than usual, or you get stressed and you want ways to manage it, I have been doing 3 things and I alternate between them. 1 is journaling. 2 is I've been going on color walks. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it in a second. And 3, I have been coloring, like getting a coloring book and sitting there coloring. It really helps me decompress and relax. So a color walk is basically when you go on a walk and you just find one color to focus on. You could do this while driving, you could do this during your walk, you could even do it throughout the day as a way to stay present and use your senses to keep you in tune with what's going on versus, stressing out and going into your mind. So let's say I chose pink. I go around finding everything pink. Oh, there's a pink flower. The sky is pink right now, or look, the sunset. I know the sky's not pink. Don't come for me in the comments. The sunset is making the sky look pink, or there's a pink car, pink phone, pink this. And now you're using your vision and your sight as a sense to ground you. That is so powerful, and it's been really helpful for me because I already go on walks. So instead of being a zombie and just on my phone as I'm walking, I'm trying to be mindful, breathing, looking for a color each time. You can even do this throughout your day. Like today, I'm going to focus on the color purple or whatever color, and then you see it more throughout the day. I've also had people tell me that they do this with happy moments. So for example, today I'm going to focus on everything kind someone does. So now you're looking for kindness, you're looking for joy, you're looking for these things. Do whatever feels best for you, but something to keep you mindful and present in your body will be very, very helpful. 4th, and people make fun of me all the time because I carry around a huge water bottle at work, and I honestly don't care. Having a water bottle with a straw has been shown to increase how much water intake you have. So I have my water bottle, I'm sipping it all day long, and it's very helpful. It's helpful for your bladder health, it's helpful for your skin health, and it's very helpful for your digestion. So highly suggest having a water bottle, sipping it throughout the day. If I don't have it, I will drink significantly less water than when I have it. Yeah, water is good for us. Drink it. Last, but absolutely not least, joyful movement. We all know that exercise is good for you. It's important for your health. Your pelvic floor is part of your whole system. So if your entire body is strong, your pelvic floor will be strong. If your entire body is not stressed, your pelvic floor won't be stressed. If you're healthy, your pelvic floor will be healthy. So it's all connected. But joyful movement has been the single best thing I've done for myself. Finding an activity you genuinely love, even if it's not trending or cool, who cares? If that is taking a hip hop dance class, if that is going on walks or doing Pilates or yoga or whatever in between, do that thing, because getting your body moving in a way that you genuinely enjoy is so important. We need to be building strength. We need our heart health to be good. And exercise has been shown to decrease inflammation. Women especially, if we stop exercising, we're going to lose muscle mass at a more rapid rate than men. And who cares about men? We're not comparing to them, but we will lose muscle mass more rapidly. And that is detrimental to our health. Our skeletal system is the largest organ in our body. So you want the most healthy skeletal system. You want strong muscles. You want muscles that can react quickly so that you don't fall, so you could get off a chair, so that if you cough, you don't pee your pants. So movement and finding something you really enjoy, because that means you'll actually stick to it, is super important. I know if you follow me, you've seen me do aerial. That is something I never thought I'd do, but I tried it. I got ClassPass, which again, this is not an advertisement for ClassPass, but it's genuinely what I've did. It's genuinely what I've done. Ooh, English is hard today. And I randomly signed up for a class. First of all, I thought I was signing up for a pole dancing class. And I show up and it's like silk ropes. I'm like, what the heck is this? This is not a pole dancing class, but whatever, I'll just roll with it, which is so not like me. If you know me, I'm very introverted. I'm much more cautious with movement and with new things. But for some reason that day I was feeling adventurous. I was with my friend. So I was like, whatever, let's just stay and do it. And it has changed my life. It's been a year since I started and I love it. It makes me so happy. It's something that I look forward to doing each week. And it's made me so much stronger. So find something you enjoy, whether it's playing a game, joining a club of sports. I know so many people that are now doing pickleball clubs and soccer clubs and whatever. Find an adult sport league and join it if you like sports, or start walking with a friend. Anything that brings you joy, start doing it, because joyful movement is so important. Those are my 5 tips for your pelvic floor health and honestly overall health. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. And if you are not sure where to start with exercise, join my Skool community, the Pelvic Playground, for free for a week. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.